So the big thing is this, we talked about this with wrestling as well, is 3 H's, yeah, head, hands, and hips, okay? If I can beat his hands, yeah, and if I can beat I can use my head, if I can beat his head, I can get access to his hips, yeah? So the idea is to beat the hands, okay? So one way one way of doing this is by lifting that elbow up and coming low to beat the hands, to get the leg or the hips, yeah? Cool. So head, hands, and hips. But it's not the only way, right? If his head is looking down here and he's looking forward, there's no reason why I can't just pull his head to the floor. If I pull his head down, his hands go to the floor. I can now get access to the hips. Yeah? So very important is your stance, yeah? So keeping your head and chest up, yeah? So whenever we're wrestling, we're here. Chest up, elbows in. If we don't have the elbows in, then we can arm drag. We start accessing the arms that way, yeah? So once again, and even doing an arm drag, all you're doing is you're clearing the hands again. Yeah, you're taking the hands out of the equation. So a lot of wrestling is hand fighting. Yeah, it's all about trying to get those hands controlled. Yeah, try and get back drop controlled in order to get access. Okay. Okay. So all you're going to do this time is this. You can get the win either by making a loop around their leg and picking it up, making a loop around their hips, or putting their hands on the floor. So making them put their hands on the floor. Okay, cool. There's your wing conditions. Okay, let's play with that. 1, 2, 3. Grab. That's it. So just focusing on head position. That's it. Head position, head and chest. Head and chest. That's good. That's good. One hand. There's a leg pick. Nice. Get the leg. If you come here with the hands, it's quite loose. So get your chest like you can to pick up. Yeah, yeah. If you get your leg, you attach yourself to the leg and lift rather than trying to pull with your hands. If you pull with your hands, you're only using your back. You use your body. Yeah, nice. Yes, that's it. That's good. That's good. Nice. Good, that's good. Yeah, that's better. That's nice. Nice switch. Nice switch. Good. Nice, good try. Spinny. It's so spinny. So spinny. Let's have another minute or so. Remember, Triple H, yeah? Head, hands and hips. That's good, that's nice. Nice, good. Depends. If he can get back to a base, then he may be, yeah? But you did a good job of pinning the legs to the side. So by pinning the legs, you may have had more advantage in that position. Okay, time everyone. Keep the same partners for a second. We're going to add another wing condition in, is to get a front headlock. So if you, yeah, he's already there. Front headlock is going to be from this position up and over the arm. So if you get to this position, that counts as a win as well. So you can either hands on the floor, make a loop, or front headlock. Okay, cool. Okay, let's do another minute or two. Let's go. That's it. Go for the hip, Daniel, go for the hip. Not throw, not throw, not throw, hip. Hip. That's it. Other way around. With that rather than here, have this hand almost around for the guillotine there, but you're coming over the arm here. So you can then come this way and in, you know, or here. Yeah, yeah. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good. Just another minute. Go for the hips, Daniel. You can loop the hip. There it is. Okay, time. Good work. Grab some water. Cool. So, yeah. Some nice stuff. Try again, like I said, just trying to beat those hands and using levels is always a good shout. So we're here. A lot of times what I'm seeing, which is all real good stuff, is just like trying to lift this elbow or lift this elbow in a way to try and drop low. Yeah. The other thing to think about is just propping and dropping. Yeah. Because realistically, if the person's really in tight like this, to just try and lift on its own can be quite difficult, right? Because you're just fighting arm to arm. Yeah. So if you move your body, you can get access a little bit easier. Yeah. Other things to think about from these positions is just stripping that hook, stripping that grip completely. Yeah, we'll talk about that another time. Okay, just for this round, it's what we're going to do. Just for the last round, we're going to start with a single. Yeah, so you've got the leg picked. Okay, in between your legs to start with. All right, you're going to hold here and keep your chest as close as you can to their leg. Okay, the goal is for this person to remove that leg. Yeah, so they're going to try and get that leg free. The other person's got to try and take them down, but you have to utilize taking out the other leg, okay? So I don't want you just taking them down with the one leg. Yeah, I don't want you just going, right, I'll put them on the floor. You've got to do something to the other leg to take them down, okay? Whatever you want. Be creative, okay? Cool. Nice and light because we don't want any injuries, okay? So go real easy. Just try and look at it as a puzzle to try and find out different ways of trying to take out that back leg. Okay? Cool? All right, grab a new partner. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Go, Martin. That's it. That's it. Nice. That's courteous of you, Jack. I like it. Not so courteous under Paul. he's like, I won't hit Martin, but I'll go for Paul. Nice. That was good. Nice. Good. Good. Great technique. Try to utilise the second leg. Yeah, because that was fine, but you're not taking away that back leg. Yeah. Just a minute, and then we'll get rid of this. Yep. Nice. Yeah. Time, guys. Time. Okay. So, things to think about is base. Okay. If I can try and he's got a very small base at the moment, right? He's only got 1 foot that he's hopping on, so he's already unbalanced. Yeah. In judo nawaza, yeah. So he's already has imbalance. Okay. No, it's not nawaza. It's kazushi. So he's imbalanced already. Okay. So a very simple thing to think about is to try and bring his feet together and make his and take away that base to stop him from moving. He's balancing by hopping. Yeah. So if I move him around, he hops. Okay. If I can take away that hop, I can take away a base. He'll fall on the floor like a tree. Okay. So look, a good way of looking at this, what I quite like doing, it's probably actually my most successful takedown from this is I'll pull him towards me so his leg is close to me. As soon as his leg is close to me, all I have to do is drop to both knees and place my hand around the ankle. Yeah, it's just one thing to do. I mean, there's other things, sweeping the foot and everything like that, absolutely fine. Okay, but I really like this, yeah? So I do it, if you can time it right, as that foot's close to me, I'm there. If I go with this leg away, I'm reaching, yeah? I'm reaching for this leg, and he might have the opportunity to start dropping and dropping his weight on me and start taking this leg away this way. But if I can pull him here, time it just right, it's effortless to take him down. Yeah, so that's just one way of thinking about it. All right, everyone cool? Okay, we're gonna look at a 50-50 guard today. Okay, but we're gonna play around with that in a second. The first thing we're gonna do is very simple. Jack, you stand up. Here's the game. I'm in a guard, so I'm sitting here. My goal is to try and attach myself to your legs. Okay, so I can use my hands and my feet to try and attach myself to your legs in any way that I can. Yeah, any way I can, I attach. Yeah, using my hands and legs. The goal for the person in the bottom, on top, is to try and stop me. So try and keep my feet away from me. Yeah, moving around. Okay, so that's the game. Everyone cool? Good? Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3. That's it, so try and keep those feet away from them. That's it, good. Nice. If you you can, best you can. Best endeavors. That's good, that's good. That's it. Get yourself in underneath. Nice. Yes, good, nice. Yeah, cool. All right, sweet. Reset, switch over. So keep switching, keep switching. Think about those base positions. Think about those base positions. Under the knees, holding the ankles, holding the feet. He's there. Look at it. Good. Did you use a foot to hook? I didn't see. Pulled in, yeah. Okay, nice. Nice. Try and keep their feet away from them. That's it, good, nice, that's it, nice, using those ankles. Brilliant, keep that going. Remember, ankles, feet, knees. So when you're away from the person, that's what you've got. Yeah, that's your base position. You can sit up, try and, yeah, nice. Hey, he's got in, it's like a squid. He's like a squid. He's got like a little squid. He just shoots out like that. There you go. That's it, good. Nice, good. Hey mate, you alright? Good. That's it. That's good. Nice, good time, excellent. Okay, time everyone, great work, great work. To get us thinking about attaching ourselves to the legs, yeah, and just get us thinking back to a little bit as well, okay? Just a little refresher for what we've been doing in the week, which was using those base positions, yeah? So if Paul's on his back, remember if I'm at a distance, yeah, there's a couple of little base positions, a base position being a position where I have control and the other person doesn't, more or less, okay? We discovered this in the week that a lot of this is a little bit more difficult in a gi because they can grab your sleeves, right? But no gi, it's a bit different. Okay, one base position's holding under the knees, trying to keep their knees close to them to keep their legs away. Yeah, holding their ankles by keeping their feet down, holding their ankles underneath and moving them forward. Yeah, or holding the bottom of their feet, the planters of their feet, to stop them from trying to get close to you. Yeah, so that's just some things to think about. I know you guys, I saw a lot of guys dropping back onto the ankles, which is really good. So just again, it's just trying to keep those feet away from you the best you can, yeah? So real good stuff. Okay, we're going to focus on 50-50, okay? 50-50 guard. Probably the most loathed guard in jiu-jitsu, but we've got to do it anyway. So, I'm here, I've got one leg on one side, one leg the other side, okay? We're both essentially in the same position, okay? We're in the same position. Hence why it's called 50-50. Okay, here's the game to start with. First person to stand up wins. No, let's not do it this way. One person's got to try and stand up, the other person's got to try and stop them. Okay, so one person's got to try and stand up, you stand up in the guard. Okay, cool. And I've got to try and stop them.
Just get rid of them.
No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, so I've got to try and stop them. And you go back, sit back down. Yeah, and I've got to try and stop them the best I can. Yeah, you can lock your feet up, you can do what you want. Yeah, just try and stop them from standing up, okay? Do that for a little bit, then let your partner have a go. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Grab a new partner. Your legs are in feels like precarious. It is a precarious position. You start adding heel hooks in, it is a precarious position. Yeah. But I mean, like I say, as long as your feet are free, you're generally okay. It's only when your foot gets trapped is where things can become a little bit sketch. Yeah, so, Paul, I'll show you what I mean. If his feet are free, okay, I can move his knee pretty much wherever I want. It might feel a little bit shitty, but not too bad. As soon as I start getting an ankle trapped or trapping a foot and then start putting pressure, then you've got that more rotation on the knee. Yeah, don't get me wrong, in no-gi, and we'll get to this point at some point, but one we need to get used to these positions first is this is very vulnerable when you have heel hooks involved. Yeah, so if you can start attacking legs, you can start to come around here and hook a heel. Once you've got this position, I'm not going to do it. I can then come here and bridge through the knee. Yeah, so that's when it does become precarious. Yeah, this is a strong heel hook position, the inside heel hook. Yeah. Okay. How did you find standing? How did you find it? Okay.
It would seem like once you get 1 foot free.
Yeah, you could. So do you manage to free your knee? Did you? Yeah, okay, that's cool. It's cool. If you can get to a point where you're freeing your knee, that's great. Yeah, so you're pushing around this way, trying to get that knee free out here. That's cool. Sometimes it'll be difficult especially if the person's locking the leg up. That can be quite tough. Yeah, especially if you're on the floor as well, right? Because if you're on the floor, you haven't got a big leverage to do it. Not saying it's impossible, because it's totally doable. Right? Did you find easier rolling in or rolling out? Out. I agree. It's not, again, we happened where Jack moved over and came around this way and started to extract his leg. Again, I wouldn't like to do this, especially if I'm attacking the ankles. And we're going to start looking at some straight ankle locks today anyway. Yeah, straight ankles only. Okay, so it's a bit safer. So building a base. So if I'm gonna turn out to try and stand up, I need to build a base. So I go onto my side, I go onto my knee, and I put my hands on the floor. Yeah, so I've got my hands on the floor, knee on the floor. Now I can start to come up here and start standing up. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm up. I can start to try and free these hooks. Okay, to get out of here. How did you find keeping them down on the floor? How did you do that? Scissor me. Scissor me.
Oh,
Scissor me.
Knock off and take control over that knee. You need to make sure you don't give them the other leg.
This leg. Yeah.
Their leg. If they then base with their other leg, they can just stand up with you attached.
So this leg. So you allow them to base this leg. Okay, so if you can control this leg, yes, that's one way of doing things. Absolutely. Remember, if in order to stand, someone needs to have 2 legs on the floor, or a foot on the floor, or a foot and a knee on the floor. They need to have a base. You're gonna be unlucky if someone can stand up with 1 leg, yeah, from this position. They're gonna have a very strong 1 leg. Okay, so by taking away that second leg, you do have that control of trying to stop them from standing up. That's good. One way. Okay, another way.
You kind of use your arms or grip to hold onto his upper body to put more weight on.
Put more weight on where?
I'd say, well, I guess around the neck. Yeah.
Around there. Okay, this is good. I mean, the only issue with this is with his weight forward, he can still come forward. But you're right, we're putting the weight here. If you can put your weight on his hips, yeah. So if he starts to come up, if I can straighten my leg, I can put weight on his hips. But you can do this by holding here and coming up and coming in tight and coming around this way. But pressure on the hips is a good thing. Yeah. You'll get this a lot when the person sometimes builds their base. I don't know if you've ever found it in this position, where they build up, they come out this way. So yeah, that's it. They come right up, they go 1 foot, 1 knee, and they're here, and you're in this position, everything's grand, and then they go up, and you're back to where you started. Yeah? You're just putting pressure on the hips. Okay? So that's one thing. But I think personally in this position, I'll be trying to take their legs away from them. Yeah? I'll be trying to take their legs away. Okay? All right, so look, change partners. With those little insights, play again, see what you come up with, see how you do with controlling the person, and see how you do with standing. Okay? Building base and standing up. All right? Give it a go. 1, 2, 3. So that's start position. Yeah, start position. No. So not inside hooks, outside. So yeah, over and over. Yes, that's it.
Oh, that makes it easier.
Yeah.
That makes it easier.
Okay, let's go. You don't like it, do you? It's knee.
Rubbish. Stuff is happening. It's just really nice.
When he hits the swear box, man. Stand up.
Oh, we're doing. Oh, is that what we're doing?
Oh yeah, someone's supposed to stand up there.
Ah, okay.
Right, yeah, I was just trying to figure out something.
You're not trying to stand up anymore, are you? Oh, you are. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to switch on now? Yeah. Yes, you go. You're trying to step go there, and then this one's going to swing it up, and then as you try to swing back, throw the leg. No, that's something you just need to try.
That was good.
That was different. Do it. Just go into position again. Right. Lock that leg. That. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, it's that's sensible. Yeah. Can you try that? Yeah. Try and keep you close, keep you locked. Tight. Yeah, that's way better already. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not 12. My legs are so elevated. Yeah. That's a low Christmas stuff. Yeah. when you stand up, I can almost put that weight back on, yeah. Whereas if I'm like that, it's harder to do.
Yeah.
Time, everyone. That's not the game. I just got into a 5-minute battle of trying to get my leg out, which is impossible. So we have to add some cheat codes into it, I suppose. So really good. Again, just keeping those pressure on the hips works really well. If the person stands one way, you push the pressure the other way. If they stand this way, try and get the pressure the other way. Yeah. So it keeps their hips balanced and takes away any chance of building base. Because that's the big thing, right? So if you can build a base, you can stand on it. So what Paul was doing a good job of is just keeping my legs controlled. Get both my feet controlled, and more than a hell of a lot I could do. Yeah. Apart from trying to split the legs to try and keep them apart to try and get up, but I had no joy with that. All right, we're going to talk about the straight ankle lock from here, okay? We're just going to have a go in it with each other, and then we might just throw it into the mix at the end, okay? So let's look at it first of all. Rules of doing an ankle lock, straight ankle lock. I'll just sit this way a little bit more. Here, I want to have the knee controlled, yeah? Or we can have the leg controlled as well. Not necessarily, but if I want to try and be as tight as close as I can to the person, okay? I'm looking to try and get to the end of the lever. In this case, I want to get towards the toes, okay? The rules are this. If you want to finish a straight ankle lock, you have to be facing to the outside of the body with that leg. So this leg, I'm facing out this way, yeah? With this leg, I'm facing out this way, okay? This leg is facing out and I'm attacking this leg. This leg is facing out and I'm attacking this leg, okay? Okay, finishing a straight ankle lock. I want to try and do my best to get his toes underneath my armpit here, okay? So these toes are coming under my armpit and I'm going around his leg, okay? So his toes are here. My fulcrum that I'm making is coming underneath here. Now I can lock off on top. So now I can lock off like an RNC here, okay? From here now, look, I'm squeezing back. So I'm rolling my shoulder back and I'm gonna roll out to the side here. Okay, now just very, very slowly, all I have to do is just lift my hips up and come back, okay? So here, there. You see how I'm rolling my shoulder back over the top of the toes, as well as hooking here. So I roll my shoulder back. All that does is extend his foot here, yeah? So this is coming across the body here, okay? So that's just one way of attacking the leg. You could attack the other side, yeah? You can come across this way and attack here. So the leg is underneath. Same thing again, yeah? So I can come around here. So what I want you guys to do, just in partners, you're gonna let the other person just get to that position, okay? And just try and feel where you've got leverage to extend this foot back and add pressure underneath. Yeah, underneath on the fulcrum. Yeah. Try with your hands locked. Try here. Try with just these grips. Experiment the grips. See what you can come up with. Okay? Cool. I'll close the door in a second. All right. Grab a partner, give it a go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, I get you. No. All right, yeah. Okay, no worries. Nice. So try and roll your shoulder back. So your toes.
Was that doing it?
Yeah. So you can get these toes a little bit further under your armpit, so you can really draw it. Come here, and get your hand almost underneath his ankle. Hold your hands together. Now roll your shoulder back and see. Yeah. Do you see you have ankle exposure here?
Right.
That's kind of what you want. Okay. Now get your hand right the way under. Yeah, that's it. And lock off onto your own arm. Onto this hand locks off onto your own arm. So go the other way around and put this hand over the top. Yes, that's it. Good. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Now roll those knuckles back. Keep your elbow in tight, and now lift your hips through. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
It's really way further back. Oh yeah, I'm doing it. I'm not moving to that side now.
So yeah, so with this, yeah, exactly, yeah. So if you can, try and make this fulcrum as high as you can. So if you can get this almost through, all the way to your, like almost onto your chest.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, and try and get his toes under your armpit. And what I'll try and do is roll my shoulder backwards. Yeah. That's it. Now go to the side, there, and then slowly bridge through. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay. So the other thing to think about is making you can finish here, yeah? But if you can reinforce it, and the higher you raise that fulcrum, the stronger it will be.
Okay.
Yeah. The way Michael Smetri does this is he comes through here and holds the elbow. So he'll come back and hold the elbow through and finish here.
That's long
before you even move. I haven't even attached myself to the legs, so it's real. This is really tight coming through here. What he likes to do, so he does this no gi, but in a gi he'll bring it through and then attach to the gi. and then you have the second hand free to add extra pressure to it. So it is good. Nice. I like nice, good positioning. Good positioning. Try and get his toes. So roll your shoulder back over his toes. So what you want is this ankle exposure. So here, yes, and try and get your hand a little bit higher up. So again, tuck. So his toes are still free. Get a little bit, scoot further down his body. Yes, yeah, even more. Yeah, now you got ankle exposure. That should be good. Now start to bridge through, and there you go. There you go. You just look for those toes. Probably by my bag somewhere. Don't get the mats out to him, please. No, because everyone else starts getting them out and it all gets all messy, okay? Sorry.
I've never done it this way around.
Oh yeah, no. Roll your shoulder back. There it is. Okay, time everyone. Okay. So we're going to go same position again, change partners, I'll jump in as well. So the game is one person's either got to try and stand up, the other person's got to try and, actually, let's have both people at the same time, right? So you can, both of you are going to try and do this. So it's not one attack and one defender. Yeah, you're both trying to do this. You can either win by utilizing a foot lock, straight ankle, no others. Yeah, no heels, no knee bars, nothing like that. Straight ankle lock. The other way you can win is by standing. Yeah, by standing. So if you stand in the guard, you win. If you manage to finish the ankle lock, you win. Just go easy with each other because ankles are a bit nasty. So just go easy and yeah, just explore the space and see what you can find. Okay, cool. Grab a new partner, give it a go. 1, 2, 3. I'll jump in. I'll go mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Very standing booth. Yep. That's the problem.
Yeah.
When they attach to your ankle.
For me to get an ankle lock now, I'm struggling because I've got to break it. This, oh yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah. I'm just thinking one side now. Thinking box. Yeah, because that's just trying to make your leg. Yeah.
Nice. I'm turning here. Pressure this way.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's good. That's good.
So if you say you've got me in that position,
Harder than it looks to finish it or to stand. Right. He's going to try and hook it, yeah. So the other thing is think about when you're standing, rather than trying to stand here. Because if you stand here, they put pressure on your hip, it goes back to the floor. But if I can turn, and I can base up on my knee, then I can start to drive in to stand up, yeah? Rather than trying to stand up like this, I try and bring my foot underneath me and stand up on my knee to start with, and then work and build my way up. So that's just one way of looking at that, yeah? But you're right, it does change the game. You start adding ankle locks or foot locks in, and it really just changes the game, yeah? You start being wary of where your feet are and what's going on and what could be attacked, yeah? Remembering that even if you roll over, that ankle lock is still there because you can belly down, yeah? So it does limit things, but it gives, you can start to see opportunities in yourself to be able to try and attack the legs. And this is just one ankle lock. There are many others, yeah? And this has become more popular now. It's become, jiu-jitsu goes through flavors, right? It goes through flavors of the month. At the moment, straight ankle locks is a big finisher at the moment. A lot of people are working with straight ankle locks. And I think it's because you can get a lot of pressure on the ankle, yeah? But prior to that was heel hooks. And also with straight ankles, you can do that all across the board. Any competition, you can use straight ankle locks. Only certain competitions would you be allowed to use heel hooks. And I mean, like, heel hooks come with their own disclaimers, right? That you'll be worried about with your knees, yeah? But if you can do them in a controlled manner, they're as safe as any other thing, yeah? They're safe as any other thing, as long as you do them in a controlled manner. So we can always like play fishing, person trying to stand this out and try and control the heel. And as soon as you start to feel any sort of pressure in the knee, you tap and let go. That's good, yeah? And when we roll, you can always do catch and release, yeah? So we will get to that point. I've been saying for a while we'll get to that point, but I do want to incorporate that so we get a whole look at the spectrum of jiu-jitsu, not just you're only allowed to do this in competition, so we're only going to focus on this. I want you guys to get a full spectrum of it all. Everyone cool? Any questions? No? Sweet. Let's do a few rounds. We'll chuck some 3-minute rounds on so we get some changes and then call it a day. All good? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Especially when I'm walking the dog.
Start from